In 1975, a young college dropout sat in his garage, tinkering with a computer he'd built himself. His neighbors thought he was wasting his time. His professors thought he'd never amount to anything. But Steve Jobs didn't care. He had a vision that would one day change the world. Fast forward to today, and Apple is a trillion-dollar company. But here's the question. What if Steve Jobs had listened to the naysayers? What if he'd let their doubts define him? The truth is, every great success story begins with someone deciding to prove everyone wrong. Think about it. How many times have you been told you can't do something? How many times have you been underestimated, doubted, or outright dismissed? Maybe it was a teacher who said you'd never get into a good college. Maybe it was a boss who said you weren't leadership material. Or maybe it was even your own inner voice, whispering that you're not good enough. But here's the thing. Those moments of doubt, they're not roadblocks. They're fuel. And today, we're going to talk about how to use that fuel to prove everyone wrong. The psychology of doubt. Let's start with the science. A study from Stanford University found that when people are told they can't do something, their brains actually release more dopamine when they succeed. That's right. Being doubted can literally make success feel even sweeter. But why? Because proving someone wrong isn't just about winning. It's about validation. It's about showing yourself and the world that you're capable of more than anyone thought possible. So how do you do it? How do you turn doubt into determination and criticism into triumph? Let's break it down. Embrace the underdog mentality. J.K. Rowling was a single mother living on welfare when she wrote the first Harry Potter book. She was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally took a chance on her. Today, she's one of the richest women in the world. But here's the kicker. Rowling has said that those rejections were a gift. They forced her to refine her work, to make it better. And that's the underdog mentality. It's not about feeling sorry for yourself. It's about using every no as motivation to keep going. Think about the underdog sports teams that defy the odds. They don't win because they're the most talented. They win because they have something to prove. And that's a mindset you can adopt in your own life. When someone tells you you can't do something, don't get defensive. Get determined. Use their doubt as fuel to work harder, smarter, and longer than anyone else. Turn criticism into a blueprint. Elon Musk is no stranger to criticism. When he started SpaceX, experts said it was impossible for a private company to build rockets. But instead of ignoring the critics, Musk listened. He used their skepticism as a blueprint for what needed to be improved. Every failure, every explosion, every "I told you so" became a lesson. And in 2008, when SpaceX successfully launched the Falcon 1, it wasn't just a win for Musk. It was a win for everyone who's ever been told their dreams are too big. Here's the takeaway. Not all criticism is created equal. Some of it is just noise. But some of it, it's gold. The key is to separate the two. Ask yourself, is this person trying to help me improve, or are they just trying to tear me down? If it's the former, use their feedback to get better. If it's the latter, use their negativity to get stronger. Surround yourself with believers. Serena Williams didn't become the greatest tennis player of all time by listening to the critics. She did it by surrounding herself with people who believed in her, starting with her father, Richard Williams. When people said his daughters would never make it in tennis, he didn't just ignore them. He built a plan. He trained them on public courts in Compton, California, and instilled in them the belief that they could achieve anything. Here's the truth. You can't prove everyone wrong if you're constantly surrounded by people who doubt you. That's why it's so important to build a support system of believers. These are the people who will lift you up when you're down, who will remind you of your potential when you forget, and who will celebrate your wins as if they were their own. Find your tribe. And if you can't find one, be your own biggest believer. Let your success speak for itself. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job as a television anchor and told she wasn't fit for TV. But instead of arguing with her critics, she let her work speak for itself. She built a media empire, became a billionaire, and used her platform to uplift millions of people. And here's the thing. She didn't do it by trying to prove her critics wrong. She did it by focusing on her vision and letting her success do the talking. This is so important. When you're trying to prove everyone wrong, it's easy to get caught up in the noise. But the truth is, the best revenge is success. Instead of wasting energy on people who doubt you, pour that energy into your goals. Let your results speak louder than their words. Remember why you started. Abraham Lincoln lost 8 elections, failed in business twice, and suffered a nervous breakdown before becoming one of the greatest presidents in U.S. history. But, through it all, he never lost sight of his why. He believed in a united country, and that belief kept him going even when the odds were stacked against him. When you're trying to prove everyone wrong, it's easy to lose sight of why you started in the first place. But your why is your anchor. It's what will keep you going when the critics are loud and the road is hard. So, take a moment to remind yourself, why are you doing this? What's the bigger picture? And when you feel like giving up, let that why pull you forward. At the end of the day, proving everyone wrong isn't about them. It's about you. It's about showing yourself what you're capable of. It's about turning doubt into determination, criticism into growth, and dreams into reality. So the next time someone tells you you can't do something, don't argue, don't explain, just smile, and let your success do the talking.